The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you by Flow.
In the headlines, the Prime Minister's constituency office has been burglarized. The spate of vehicular accidents continues to increase, and despite tensions at home, Taiwan continues to roll out several developmental initiatives here.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Daniela Edwin.
Good evening. It is Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you for joining us. Just days after Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre's reaction to suggestions recommending a temporary state of emergency to deal with crime, his constituency office in Marshall was burglarized. Several valuables were stolen from the office, including a laptop. Genevieve Gonzague was on the scene and filed this report.
A shocking discovery has left many in the Marshall community concerned. On Tuesday morning, bandits descended on the constituency office of Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre. According to the Secretary of the constituency office, Julita Alexander, at approximately 7 a.m., she received a call from someone in the community about the break-in. Upon her arrival to the constituency office in Marshall, she observed that the back door had been smashed in.
When I came in this morning, I was called and told that there was a break-in. I came in, I saw the door was destroyed. And then we called the police. When they came, they investigated. They asked me to do a walkthrough to see what was missing. They took a few items. They took my laptop, which was very important. Because as you know, we serve the community. We assist a lot of people, and a lot of data is on my laptop. They took some monies we had there, a microwave, the television, a few things that was in the office was stolen.
Alexander explains that the extent of the burglary was only realized when she and the other staff members did a walkthrough with law enforcement officers who had been summoned to the scene. By her recollection, this is the first time that the building was burglarized. Alexander says not only is this incident unfortunate, it is discouraging and disheartening.
As they know, the Prime Minister is in the business of serving people, assisting people. And this is why we are stationed here, to assist people. If people come and they burglarize the place, take stuff, it will make it difficult for us to perform our duties.
This incident comes just a day after Prime Minister Pierre's reaction to suggestion for a limited state of emergency to tackle crime. In considering the recommendation, the Prime Minister disclosed that the idea is not entirely off the table. Fearing that the stolen office items may be sold soon, Alexander has made an appeal to members of the community and the public at large to be wary of what they purchase and report anyone suspected of trying to peddle stolen goods.
In the event that anything is being brought to you to purchase, don't purchase it. Report to the police station, or they can speak to any one of us. The items are really important. If anybody knows anything, could they please report? If anybody got anything, they can bring it across to us or to the Marshall Police Station. We'd appreciate it very much.
Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
Meanwhile, a business owner is calling for a more proactive approach to secure business places and offices. He says with his business place right next to the MP's constituency office, he is leaving nothing to chance and will take every possible action to protect his livelihood from attacks. More in this report.
One should be concerned about such things happening in the constituency. So it is some form of crime. To break it into the constituency, the constituency office of the Prime Minister, right? In Marshall Castries East, it is a bit of an embarrassment, but we hope that this doesn't continue. It's not a trend. I mean, if one has security cameras in their place, one would know exactly what transpired. If you have security in your building, you would know exactly what's going on.
There has been much talk about the need to install CCTV cameras at strategic points and in business places around the island. In 2021, following a spate of robberies, this suggestion was further backed by stakeholders, including the Chamber of Commerce. Following the burglary at the constituency office of Prime Minister and MP for Castries East, Philip J. Pierre, on Tuesday, business owner Jordan Aldine has expressed concern that with his business next door to the constituency office of the Prime Minister, bandits may be tempted to attack his place. Aldine says, however, no chances must be taken in the current climate, and he has been proactive when it comes to the security of his business.
We'll use the beware version And also you will see there are cameras in your area. So protect your environment. I remember one time an officer said to me that, because I want to take some measures, they did try to enter my place at one time. And I said to the officer, I will not call you. The next time I call you, will come pick up something in front of my business place. And they said to me, you just see the same way they have beware the dog, or cameras or whatever. I'll put a sign up saying beware of whatever you get, more or less.
By Alin's account, the finesse and competencies of burglars can be put to more constructive use.
Try working hard. The same mind you have to think to go and break and enter somebody's house, that's an ingenious move I should mention. You should have that same mentality to go work and get a bloody job.
The community of Marcia has been stigmatized for years, and one concerned resident says if situations like burglaries and vandalism are left unchecked, the community may soon descend into lawlessness. The resident explains that in addition to CCTV cameras, other measures like increased police presence may assist in deterring nefarious acts.
Marcia should be policed, if not 24 hours, but at least every 2 to 3 hours. There should be a police appearance, whether day or night. You know what I mean? And you don't see that at all. And a police station is right just a stone's throw away. You know what I mean? It's true that the police can't be everywhere at every minute, but you travel through Marcia for the whole day. The only thing you might see passing through Marcia is a police vehicle, but you cannot find a policeman walking in uniform.
The call for increased community policing has been made several times. In May of 2021, several school students in the Castries East constituency were robbed either on their way to or from school. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
One man is counting his blessings following a vehicular fire on Monday afternoon. At approximately 3:42 p.m., an officer from the Dennery Fire Station responded to calls of a fire at the Bad Lil. The driver of the vehicle fortunately escaped unscathed. Fire Service spokesperson Anya Mitchell has the details.
A Subaru Forester was found fully engulfed in flames. Extinguishment of the fire was successful by the emergency team. However, the vehicle and its contents were completely destroyed.
The incident on Monday caused quite a backlog of traffic. However, the SLFS noted that no other damage was recorded. In more news, emergency responders attended to a motor vehicular accident at Mon Road on Friday, August 12, 2022. A minibus with 3 occupants was found on its side, plunged over a wall. Sources reveal that dips in the road may have been the cause. Anya Mitchell of the St. Lucia Fire Service has more details.
At 7:13 p.m., emergency personnel at the Fire Service headquarters responded to a call for assistance relating to a motor vehicular incident at Mon Road, Castries. A minibus was found lying on its side down a sloping hill. 3 occupants of the minibus were observed by emergency crew.
Fortunately, the occupants only sustained minor injuries.
Assessments revealed that they sustained minor injuries. Emergency care was provided to them. Then they were transported to the Owen King EU Hospital for further management of their injuries.
Motorists who frequent the route have expressed concern about uneven areas in the road. Sources claim that if the road is left in its current condition, it is simply a disaster waiting to happen. This accident is one of 7 to be recorded over the weekend, despite a plea by EMS coordinator of the St. Lucia Fire Service to be cautious on the roads. The impact of military conflict between China and Taiwan would be just as significant as the Russo-Ukraine war. That is the professional opinion of international relations expert Ambassador Earl Huntley, who is monitoring the increasing tensions between Beijing and Taiwan. Kerm Nelson picks up that story.
Ambassador Earl Huntley opines that due to Taiwan's leading position in the area of technology and its production of microchips, any fallout from escalating tensions with the mainland mainland would put the global technology sector at significant risk. He adds that it could also cripple the global supply chain akin to the post-COVID effect that would spill over into all sectors. In addition, Huntley notes that the impact of a war between the two states would invariably affect China as well, since Taiwan may choose to retaliate. Further, the impact of armed conflict between the two world powerhouses on international trade will be far-reaching and just as disruptive as that Russia-Ukraine war.
It is not a development that while one should prepare for it, one would hope that it does not happen. Although when Russia invaded Ukraine, immediately one started to think, well, would China try to do the same, given the precedent that had been set? But again, if you look at what has happened with the Ukraine-Russia conflict, I think most people expected that conflict to be over in a week. It didn't happen, and it looks like it's going to be dragging on for a long time. So that I think the possibility of a Taiwan-China war, one should not say that will be something that will be quickly over. The implications, like all of us, are not good, but in this case, in terms of international relations, world trade, international trade, it will be just as disruptive.
While St. Lucia has waffled back and forth in its establishment of diplomatic relations with both China and Taiwan, Ambassador Huntley believes that China would welcome the opportunity to re-establish diplomatic relations with St. Lucia. But he says St. Lucia, for its part, must consider its own best interest in that regard.
They have been trying. It's not a fact that one should hide, that they would like to have the relations restored. But then St. Lucia has to weigh what is its own national interest, whether they should stay with Taiwan, whether they should go with People's Republic of China. But at the moment, the government has said that they will stay with Taiwan.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Kareem Musa.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Coming up next, tensions between China and Taiwan could hit the local economy hard, and local authorities are being called on to address the backlog in firearm license applications.
The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News was brought to you by Flow.